Welcome to memoir-that, Marketing the Muse, and our quick query critique session. This is query letter number 27, I believe, that I will be critiquing very soon. I just want to give just a bit of a shout out to all of you who have been connecting with your friends. You're sending the newsletter around, and that's like sweet. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And so our subscription list is building, and per my web guru's instructions, he was absolutely right. If you don't know Jeremy Lee James, you should Google him. He said you want to start with a list of people who just really want to be on your list. I had a huge list, and so to give that one up and begin anew was scary for me. But now I know that the people that are clicking on are people who just really want to be here because they need what I have to offer at memoir-that, and like the community that we're really attempting to provide, because writing is lonely, and this is one way to break through that silence. So here we go with quick query. This guy's been waiting for a while. It is a novel. Okay. Dear, and 27. Yeah, I think. Okay. Dear blank. What if a brilliant young engineer, quiet, idealistic, fiercely independent, but emotionally wounded, has to choose between conquering his world or surrendering to a woman? Carl was a rapscallion fresh out of college and a little too sharp. Vesta was a country girl. No one who spoke with Carl for more than 10 minutes could merely take him or leave him. With an IQ of 136, a subtle sense of humor, and a SQ social quotient off the chart at the low end, he left an impression. He knew that true love has to take a chance, and he paid the price. The story, set in the tumultuous early years of the computer revolution, opens as Carl takes a long, life-changing walk. His walk begins a 7-year odyssey of professional triumph, social misadventure, emotional healing, and considerable soul-searching. Carl perseveres only to find himself at a juncture with no turning back, where he must face the truth. I know Carl's life because I lived it. The computer science jokes, the poems, and most of the tears are mine. My previous publications include a nonfiction book, he names it, 5 personal narratives and organization newsletters, and 13 technical papers in peer-reviewed journals. Thank you for considering this. I can send you my 40,000 word manuscript in print and on a CD-ROM. Okay. Well, I will tell you that I read this just once, and I actually took a few notes because the stuff that popped out as speed bumps stopped me. I'm guessing stopped you too. Okay, so what do we have here? Well, we don't know what kind of novel that we have because we're assuming that it's a novel. He doesn't say that it's a novel. It sounds like a memoir. But I don't know. I was assuming that this was a novel until paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, when he said, I know Carl because I lived it. I know his life because I lived it. So that's one thing. It's vague. I don't know. Is this a novel? Is it a memoir? Number 1, so identify it as such because you've confused us. Now, when you confuse someone who you're pitching this to, guess what happens? They put it down, usually. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, in the 3rd paragraph where this author attempts to distill this story, what he does here is doesn't distill the story, but he takes us on a personality walk where this character's personality is changing, but in ways that are very nonspecific and certainly aren't connected with any kind of story. So I don't know what this story is about, and I guess that that's essentially what I would offer this author on the road. I don't know that I could even begin to tell you what the story is about, except that this person has some writing credits. Now, in paragraph 4, again, you know that I always post them on the site, he mentions the name of a book that he's had published, and it was published in 2006. Now, if this is a self-published book, think twice about offering that. Number 1, now, I'm not saying you should or shouldn't, but think about it, and maybe chat with your writer friends about it. Number 2, if the publications that he has, if the clips that he has are not connected to this kind of writing, I probably would leave those out, because what the clips tell me is that this writer is a technical writer. And I would expect that he would be, because he's a computer guy. But if he's trying to write a memoir or a novel, and again, I don't know, that might tell me, if he couldn't hook me, that might tell me that perhaps this man is much more comfortable in technical writing. So don't let them go down that road. Just deliver a query letter that makes the rest of your life experience incidental, except for the fact that if this is a novel or a memoir, I mean, this guy's walked the walk. He's a computer guy, and he's had to put up with a lot of stuff. And I would think if it was a memoir and he had a ability to write something funny about it, I'll bet that would be cute, because I know a lot of those guys, and they were made fun of. And now a lot of them are laughing all the way to the bank. So there you go. Okay, that's going to be it for now. I thought there was something else that I wanted to tell you. Maybe just one last shout out to Catherine Ryan Hyde on keeping her YouTube presentation on the site. I've gotten lots of response from it. I am so appreciative that she is interested in hanging out at memoir-that, and you're going to be hearing more from this writer who has the kind of accolades that we all hope for. Until the next time, be well and keep writing.